knowledge makes you great.
It's been 25 years of passionate chasing. Hello everyone, this is Anand Krishnan here, and today we are coming to you with the 5th episode of Hamara Tejas. With me is a young and vibrant Dr. Kota Harinarayana, and today we are at the avionics test facility, integration facility of Aeronautical Development Agency. Before we get into today's episode, on behalf of Dr. Kota Harinarayana and the entire crew, and from the trustees and mentors of Inspired Indian Foundation and those backing Tarmac Media House, from the bottom of our heart, we want to thank all of you, especially the young fellows who have been celebrating this series. As I told you in the past, there is a lot of pressure on us. Everybody wants to cover many things. There have been suggestions pouring from different segments. We are unable to send responses to all the mails and messages that you're sending. But the happy news is that we have now put in a system to go through everything that you sent. Responses not might come one-to-one. But remember, whatever good suggestions you're giving us, everything is sent to Dr. Kota. Dr. Kota has formed a team to look into all what you want, and eventually in the future series, you will hear, you will also see some of the things what you want to see through this program. Today, Dr. Kota will also introduce to some of the superheroes of Aeronautical Development Agency, part of this avionics facility. And these superheroes, Dr. Kota has seen them as young engineers. Dr. Kota, before I exit, and today you are going to play the role of a journalist. You are going to have a conversation with the team that you built. I know it's a very emotional place for you because this is the heart and soul of Tejas, this particular thing, because everything is tested here. When you sit here today, what are the memories that fly in?
I'm happy to see the people who were very young, just started their career, they joined, and today they are the leaders in the team. Okay, I feel very happy about it, and also the journey of extraordinary achievements. It comes to my mind, and today I think thanks to this team, we are now proudly can make a statement. We have the best of technologies, weapons, weapon systems, sensors, and the core avionics in the country, developed by a large number of small and medium countries and also big industries in private and public sector. So I think it symbolizes the strength that we have built in the country. So I would consider that as an important point, and I'm also happy that next generation has now taken over and they are building greater capabilities and making the country stronger. That is what is important.
So, what are you going to talk today along with your colleagues?
We were going to discuss about how so many small, medium scale, many industries, many entrepreneurs, many institutions, how they came together to make this a world-class weapon system, okay, flying weapon system. On one side, we are bringing core avionics. On the other side, we are bringing sensors. Third side, we are bringing the weapons and putting them all together and integrating with the aircraft and making the pilot vehicle as a single seamless system. I think that is the achievement that has been what you call demonstrated, and it has been accepted by Indian Air Force. That is one of the finest things that I ever seen.
I would also request you to, for the benefit of our young fellows, 8, 9, 10, perhaps you could also explain what this facility is all about. I'll leave you people, I'll join you later. So guys, listen to Dr. Kota and his team explaining to you what avionics can do to Tejas.
I'm so happy to be here with both of you, and it's a great happiness to see that here is a place where you are converting an aircraft into a total weapon system. Okay, so how many equipment, how many what you call sensors and all, you put them together? Can you give me an idea about what you are doing now?
We have around 35 LRUs, we call line replaceable units. All of them integrated way, we are testing it here. Apart from that, the sensors, the weapons, the cockpit, the man-machine interface, all of this is being connected to this, and the pilot can sit in the cockpit, use the actual equipment and fly.
So in other words, it's a total weapon management system, fully integrated with the cockpit and the pilot on one side, weapons on the second side, and the primary sensors
Yes.
on the third side.
Yes.
So it is totally
Yes.
a system which will deliver
Yes.
what you call the punch that we are looking
Yes.
forward to. Okay. What is the kind of evolution we have done in terms of the software? See, you have a mission critical software. When we started the program, we had to learn from scratch actually. Okay. You have joined when in
I joined in 95, sir.
95.
Yes.
Prabhulla?
96.
96. So that means
Yes.
20 years, 25
Yes.
years,
Yes.
and
Yes.
20 years, roughly
Yes.
25 years. I'm happy to see you are taking some major responsibilities, and I feel happy about it. And it gives an indication to the people that with effort, with the dedication, we can do wonders, and we can also make our careers not only grow ourselves, but also make the country proud of it. Okay. So tell me, what is the kind of software we are, how many different types of software we are bringing together?
Sir, if you see, avionics is a software intensive system. So every computer is having a software. So each and every system which is monitoring the whole aircraft, because avionics is a front end for the aircraft. So pilot sitting in the cockpit also, all information is provided to him in the cockpit. So all informations are gathered. Our mission computer will collect all the information, process it, what is really required at each phase of flight. It will be provided to the pilot. So pilot will be aware what is really happening. So avionics will, it is like a front end for all the aircraft systems. So all the softwares which are developed in various work centers will be integrated in this platform, so that all things as a functionality, like as you already told, incremental. So different functions will be integrated one after the other, so that we will not have any kind of errors, and the data latency is verified. So all the pilot queuing, all the alerts or the failure modes are checked. So that will give a more confidence to the pilot working in the integration platform, and it will be integrated onto the aircraft. Then for flight testing, it will be cleared.
There are a large number of small and medium scale industries, even larger industries also have participated. I think avionics weapon system is one place. I think we have done the maximum amount of indigenous development. Okay, can you give me an idea about some? Not you can't give all the names, but at least some kind of thing which has been done by small and medium scale industries. Can you give me an idea?
See, the government had a push to make the private industry participate.
Not
So
only
we made-
private, small and medium scale
yeah,
industries
yeah.
to
So
participate.
what we did is we have gone and found out whoever is capable. Many of them have grown from very small industries. Today they are even exporting. So some of them are like Data Pattern, L&T, which was earlier Spectrum Infotech, and L&T has taken over. Then we have Deepti, then Datasol. We have even
Sensor area, Astra,
Yeah, Astra Microwave is there,
Tech, and stores interface box
Yes,
also has been done.
Apollo Computing Labs,
Apollo,
Hyderabad.
they have done that. Like that, large number of
Accord software.
Accord software, they have
yes.
done very critical
Yes,
work they have
yes.
done, very critical. Like that, large number of
Yes.
industries have
Yes.
come forward.
Yes.
We have nourished them and they have supported us, and together, I think the
Correct.
whole system is evolved.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes,
Is it
sir.
right? That
Today
is
they have a lot of confidence to even talk to foreigners. They are getting orders on their
orders.
own.
No, I am
and they are
happy
exporting.
from a stage where we were just started understanding to today they have become the export houses.
Yes, yes,
huh?
yes.
There. And we started with a basic understanding software. You have millions of lines
Yes,
of code
yes,
yes.
today. One is you have millions of lines of code on board.
Yes.
But you have 10 times more code and the
ground
test
facility.
rigs
Yes.
and test facilities and all. So from when we started the LCA project, I don't think we had any
Yes.
understanding of the software.
Correct.
But today we have become a powerhouse of the software.
yes, yes.
Okay, mission critical software and safety critical
Yes.
software. And my understanding,
And
you have to-
application also,
and
sir.
application there.
Yes.
And tell me, you have a large number of combinations of weapons today.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
something like hundreds of things.
Yes.
So you have to clear each
Yes.
what you call
Configuration.
configuration,
yes.
and then validate it, verify it, and then demonstrate to the airworthiness people and to the pilot crew so that they are confident. And what is the kind of success you got in this kind of thing? Were you able to move forward? Were there any hitches? Or our system is such that we are able to manage with very minimal kind of there will be some problems, but we are able to solve them before it gets onto the aircraft. Am I right in my understanding?
Right now the teams are all integrated together. Thanks to your time where you have integrated all the teams together, whether it is HAL, RCMA, CRI,
All
ADA,
certifying agencies
all
are-
certifying agencies are together. So we make a plan initially and go by the plan. We have not failed in any weapon integration, and thanks to our the
process.
entire process and
process
the entire
laid out,
software being in-house,
in-house.
it can be very seamlessly done. And as you told, so many weapons have already been integrated.
Yeah.
And
No,
right now, so many other weapons are
Weapons, I think one of the greatest plus points is you have developed the system in such a way that any new weapon you are seamlessly able to integrate. Because aircraft may stay about 30, 40 years, but within the time period, at least you will have 2 generations of weapons. Okay? 2 generations of sensors like radar. For example, we started with a multimode radar. Today we have ISA, electronic scanning array radar. So, but the weapon, the software you have so designed, I find that you are able to integrate them seamlessly and without too much of disturbance to the core system.
Yes.
Okay? And am I right in my statement that this is the first aircraft where the utility systems are fully controlled and managed and interfaced with the pilot?
Yes.
Okay? Am I right?
Yes, sir. It is
So-
controlled, maintained, and even monitored.
maintained.
Yes.
That is the point.
And
That is
one of the key success of that is the fact that aircraft has not met with any. and,
yes,
yes,
that-
and
I
this is
think,
contributed immensely towards that.
Sir, indirectly it is like IVHM is already built in.
built in. I must compliment you through you to all the teams here that we have been able to build an extraordinarily robust, resilient, at the same time a system which can be seamlessly upgraded, take into account new systems, new sensors, new weapons without any disturbance to the core. Without disturbance. For example, you started with MMR, now you are doing that. So the sensor integration is going on, cockpit upgrades are going on. So I'm pretty happy that this kind of a seamless thing. We started with Mach 1, now we are doing Mach 1A. I think slowly we are going to shift towards Mark II, then the 5th generation fighter. And am I right in my telling that today you are confident, then we will be able to move forward and integrate more and more weapons, more and more sensors, and more capabilities of the aircraft. Tell me, initially we were wondering what type of software standards we should use. And today, what is the software standard you use for the avionics and weapon system integration? What standards we are using now? What is the language you use now?
No, we started with ADA. We are now also using C. With,
That's what I want
yes.
to know.
Yes.
We started there,
Yes,
but
yes.
now you are.
We have migrated some of the systems, but mainly we are still on ADA. Slowly, when we get the confidence, most of the systems are getting migrated also.
We won't get people with ADA knowledge.
Yes, yes, that is the
Okay, so you have to transform yourself so that the continuity is there and the creativity and strength of the team also can be looked at.
As far as certification is concerned, we have gone to DO178B and
Okay. We are doing that. It is a world standard
Yes,
today.
it is a standard.
And so anything can be interfaced without any problem. Okay. Tell me, when you go for a mission critical software and hardware, what is the kind of what you call internal testing you do? Then IVND has to do. Can you explain how we ensure that the whole system is robust and rugged, both hardware and software? How do you do that?
I'll start with the hardware, you can tell about the software. Initially, we have a lot of design reviews to see that nothing goes wrong with the hardware. Then we have the certification process in which it goes through the entire certification process, and the hardware software integration starts at that time. And we also build the software. The software goes through a initial testing. It has individual LRU rigs, that is the rigs where this hardware is being tested, unit level testing. Then we bring it to this rig, and she is responsible for this rig, integration platform. Yes, put together.
Make desperate people cohesive, single.
Yes.
They work like a single system. Happy that all of you are so confident, all of you are so enthusiastic, and I do believe that years to come will go from strength to strength. We only not become strong by ourselves. We will make the aviation industry strong and the nation strong.
Yes,
And I'm also looking forward to you and your teams playing a key role in making LCA one of the most preferred, what you call,
best
aircraft
aircraft, sir.
in the world.
Yes, yes.
In the world. Okay. So thank you very much. I'm so happy to be
Thank you, sir.
with both of you.
Thank you.
Glad that you could find time and look forward to many exciting, what you call, developments taking place.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, so you guys enjoyed that very special segment Dr. Kota had with his team. Now, I have something very interesting to show all of you. What I'm holding, this is the Tejas black box. Now, all of us know the color of black box is never black. It is orange. And I'm very proud that this particular Tejas black box, a second generation one, is completely made in India by HAL's Kova division. And right from the first flight to all these flights, it was this black box made by our own men and women in India that was flying on board Tejas. This is a second generation one. The older versions were using tape. This is a solid state memory black box, otherwise also called as the CDR, a crash data recorder. Anything between 8 hours to 25 hours, this can record. High temperature, it can withstand fire, anything. So this is absolutely robust. Perhaps in the future programs, you will see the next generation getting on board. So young fellows, if you have not seen a black box, this is the black box, orange in color, made in India. We are now going to land this 5th episode And very interesting thing happened last week. While me and Dr. Kota were going through all the mails, one mail popped up from Gujarat. A young engineering student who was supposed to go to the college for the first time in his first day of engineering. Before that, he wrote to us seeking the blessings of Dr. Kota. So we have a procedure. We have to verify who this person is. Our team got into the verification process. We tracked down his house, police station limits, Aadhaar card, background checks, and within no time, Dr. Kota was on phone with him. And that boy, Kushal Patel, couldn't believe that Dr. Kota was calling. Take a look at what happened. And Kushal Patel is our Tejas fan for this week.
हेलो
Hello, Kushal.
हाँ कुशल बोल रहा हूँ
I'm Dr. Kota Harnarayana speaking.
ओ सर यू आर स्पीकिंग आई जस्ट सॉ योर वीडियो
Yeah. How are you?
आई एम फाइन सर हाउ अबाउट यू
Good. I saw your mail. I'm very happy to see you are deeply interested in the project, and you have a lot of good ideas to move forward.
यस सर
Good. I'm so happy that you are concentrating on improving your interests, and also you are deeply committed to doing something good for the society.
Yes,
Okay.
Sir, tomorrow is his first year engineering.
Good.
हमारा तेजस सीरीज इंडीड मोटिवेटेड अस
That's what I saw the letter what you have written, and I'm happy about that, and look forward to you doing well for yourself and for the country.
यस सर डेफिनेटली सर
All the best to you. Okay.
हाँ थैंक यू सर
And now the Tejas update. Since we are here at the avionics setup of ADA, a small update from that particular segment. We understand with Tejas program steadily heading in the right direction with a lot of impetus now on Desi content, the real Atmanirbhar Bharat. So a lot of focus now the scientists are giving on generation next sensors, generation next weapons, and a series of other homegrown systems that will eventually power, that will eventually give the might to Hamara Tejas. As all of you know, Mark 1, 2 squadrons, Mark 1A is coming, Mark 2. So the good news is that lot of homegrown weapons, lot of homegrown sensors, lot of new things. Many of them are not in the public domain. We can't speak about it. But for the young fellows who are watching, the young engineers, the young scientists, and all those who are now waiting to get into FOs, HAL, DRDO, and many more, you will have a lot of exciting things to do when you join India's armed forces, when you join these organizations. I hope all of you enjoyed this very special 5th episode of Hamara Tejas. Dr. Kota has made some flight path changes to our programs. Like the way you saw these scientists coming in, now you will see just not AK and KH. You will see a lot of superheroes from HAL, a lot of superheroes from NAL, from DRDO, from ADA. Those people who have been silently slogging day in and day out, all of them will come to you. Do keep writing to us. just impossible to respond to all the mails. But remember, we value your thoughts, we respect your thoughts. This program is to inspire young Indians. This program is to inspire tomorrow's Dr. Girish Diodos, tomorrow's Dr. Kota Harinarayanas, tomorrow's Kalams, and many more. So we are not going to take our focus away from anything. We are locked on to the young Indians. That is what Guru Kota wants. Difficult times we are coming out, keep helping others. Tell others about Hamara Tejas. As always, Tiranga pinned to the heart. Stay safe, stay inspired. Jai Hind.